the SAPS Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, known as the Hawks, says its crime combating strategies are yielding positive results. The unit's head, Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya, says more than 600 people have been arrested for various crimes, with about 230 of them in jail. Lebeya adds that, amongst others, counterfeit goods, firearms and explosives worth more than 6 billion rand were seized during these arrests. And Hawks boss, Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya, joins us now. Lieutenant General, good evening to you and welcome to the program. Thanks very much for having us. How much of a psychological, boost was this for the Hawks?
Good evening to you and your viewers. I think that firstly we need to be appreciating the information that we get from members of the public, because on our own we will not be able to achieve these successes. Most of the successes that we are putting forward are as a result of information that we get from the members of the public. To effect an arrest on 611 in a quarter, it means that there is a lot of work that is happening. And to secure conviction on one matter, it means that a lot of witnesses shall have been subpoenaed to come forward, to come and testify. We really also need to appreciate those courageous witnesses who came forward to come and testify. I think that the work speaks for itself. Every day, without exception, there is some sort of success, be it an arrest or a conviction, or even the seizure of exhibits or dismantling of some of the clandestine laboratories.
Have we lost you? Oh, you're there. I think you're still there. Okay,
yes.
Let me... I can't tell if you're continuing with your response, but let me continue with this. I think you might have muted yourself. All right, I think
no,
you're still there. Okay.
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I was just appreciating the support that we get from the members of the public. Okay. And you can see the commitment from our own members. The layer of the provincial heads that we have in place, you can just observe on a daily basis, there is some sort of media release that we inform the public that these are the successes that we are achieving.
All right.
The commitment by our members, some of them you can see them working even when they are supposed to be off duty. And at times we even meet some of the hardened criminals which are prepared to be harming us. And you can observe from time to time, we have also lost some of our colleagues. Some of our colleagues have been hurt in the process, but our members are committed, and the product that we put on the table should be able to convince the public that we are hard at work. It doesn't matter the nature of the suspect that we deal with. We conduct our work in such a way that we say it is a zero tolerance approach to criminality.
Yeah.
While we are focusing on national priority offenses, there are other successes that we assist in other environments that we don't necessarily reflect here as the achievement of the Hawks.
Okay. I just want to come in there, Lieutenant General Lebeya, and it's very heartening to hear you speak about, those in your charge respond to their work in the way that you have described, that they are committed, because this is something the South African public needs to know. You know that there are great levels of distrust between South Africans and law enforcement. So, yes, thank you very much for sharing that piece of the story. I guess the follow-up question would be, if you look at a previous quarter then, where there might have been, arrests recorded, South Africans would want to know, well, was there enough in the evidentiary chain? And again, heartening to hear you say that you're working quite closely with the members of the public. There are people who are coming forward and partnering with you in order to enable you to do the work that you do. And there's a lot that you have that they're willing to testify about and be witnesses for. But when you bring these cases to the NPA, based on past experience and past quarters, what has been the relative turnaround rate in terms of successful prosecutions, would you say, Lieutenant General Lebeya?
Yeah, because of the voluminous number of suspects that we are putting before the courts, as a result, it means that there is a lot of cases that are pending on the court roll. As I speak, we have got more than 11,000 accused persons who are pending before the various courts in the country. So those that are being finalized with either conviction or acquittal, our rate of conviction is always more than 80%, which means that there is proper investigation that is being done, and our prosecutors are doing their best to ensure that if a crime has been committed, they secure a conviction. So it is only that few cases are finalized as compared to those cases that are being enrolled. So that, I think, is the one that you might see that the number of arrests is not the same as the number of convictions. But we have decided that let's show, because the public has been saying that we seems to be talking more about arrest, but we are not showing about convictions. It is for that reason that you can see now we are trying to balance in the quarter under review. We have put forward 19 arrests and 11 convictions, so that we show that these cases are being finalized in court. Then you look at the nature of the sentences that are being meted out. In those violent types of crimes, life sentences are being meted out. And we have indicated in this quarter that at least 9 individuals were sentenced to life imprisonment.
All right. Lieutenant General, I've been told I've got about a minute left or so, and it's just so interesting how time disappears like water in a colander when you're trying to have a really deep conversation. I suppose the final thing that South Africans would be concerned with and want some answers on in respect of the work that the Hawks is doing is on the investigations around Phala Phala. And what can you tell us about that? We know that there were a flurry of interviews done, statements taken, over 120 or so. Where are we? Where are you in the process now?
Yeah, I think that the investigation regarding that it is in an advanced stage. You know that there shall be legs within the whole investigation. Certain portion of the legs are completed, and the NPA shall have made a decision, which we will be announcing in time. We will not be unpacking this at this stage, but rest assured that with regard to one leg, there is already a decision taken. There are still some other things that are being finalized with regard to other legs.
All right. And I know that you said soon. How soon? So it's a big matter, for national concern.
Yes, it will happen very soon. So rest assured that in one matter is finalized. So I think that the Hawks are circling. We can expect that action will be taken, but we need to leave it there at this stage. But other matters obviously are still pending investigation, so that we can conclude with all of the various legs of that particular investigation.
All right. Thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it. Hawks boss, Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya.